Some cities were never meant to be found. Some rulers never meant their stories to be told. Across the ancient world, entire civilizations concealed their presence, hiding knowledge, power, and influence from outsiders, and sometimes even from their own people. These forbidden cities and hidden rulers are the silent architects of history's gaps, the reason entire chapters of human achievement exist only in fragments. They reveal that history is not just written by the survivors, but often rewritten, obscured, or erased. In the deserts of the Middle East, archaeologists continue to uncover cities buried under layers of sand, long forgotten by the civilizations that followed. These settlements were not destroyed in warfare or natural disaster. Rather, they vanished from memory. Structures were abandoned deliberately, their access restricted, and their stories left untold. In some cases, rulers ordered cities to be sealed or hidden, aware that their secrets, if discovered, could threaten their successors or rival states. Archaeology today struggles to reconstruct these sites, piecing together clues from walls, pottery shards, and remnants of daily life that survived millennia. Take the example of the ancient city of Ubar in the Arabian desert, sometimes called Atlantis of the Sands. Its existence was known through legend and trade routes, yet its exact location remained a mystery for centuries. Historical records hint at a wealthy city that disappeared under enigmatic circumstances, possibly swallowed by the desert. Explorers and archaeologists have debated whether it was a natural disaster, economic collapse, or deliberate abandonment that erased it. The story itself demonstrates the deliberate obscuring of urban centers, the erasure of cities from memory, leaving only whispers in oral tradition and rare inscriptions. Hidden rulers add another layer of intrigue. In many ancient societies, the true extent of a king or emperor's power was deliberately veiled. Some rulers maintained secret chambers, private texts, and inner councils that allowed them to operate beyond the knowledge of ordinary citizens. The Indus Valley civilization may have had political leaders whose identities are lost entirely because writing systems, inscriptions, and monumental records were minimal or deliberately restricted. The result is a civilization partially visible, partially unknowable, leaving historians and archaeologists to speculate about who wielded real power and what they accomplished. In ancient China, certain dynasties concealed the tombs and resting places of emperors to prevent desecration and theft. The tomb of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, is one such example. According to historical records, it contains not only burial treasures, but also intricate models of his empire, rivers, and mountains, all preserved in miniature. Yet the tomb remains largely unopened, its secrets intentionally hidden for thousands of years. This is not just protection of wealth, it is the deliberate safeguarding of knowledge, power, and symbolism, designed to communicate only when the right conditions arise. The notion of forbidden cities extends to sacred spaces as well. In Mesoamerica, certain ceremonial centers were reserved exclusively for the elite or priestly class. Access was restricted, and ordinary citizens were prohibited from entering. These restricted areas often contained knowledge encoded in ritual, astronomy, or symbolism. By limiting access, civilizations ensured that certain insights remained secret, controlled, or interpreted only by a select few. Archaeologists today struggle to decode the full significance of these spaces, as their design was meant to conceal as much as it revealed. Even more intriguing are hidden rulers who erased their own legacies. In ancient Egypt, pharaohs occasionally removed the names and images of predecessors or rivals from monuments, effectively rewriting history. Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh, introduced radical religious reforms and then attempted to obliterate the memory of former gods and institutions. Later rulers restored the old order, and tried to erase traces of his reign. This deliberate obfuscation created gaps in historical knowledge, leaving modern scholars to reconstruct events from fragments, tombs, and scattered records. Knowledge of rulers was power, and concealment became a tool to control both the present and memory itself. These patterns repeat globally. In Africa, some ancient kingdoms, such as Great Zimbabwe, were intentionally restricted in access, and subsequent European observers misunderstood or dismissed their origins. In the Americas, the city of Chan Chan in Peru, once a sprawling urban center, was largely unknown to outsiders until relatively modern times. Its rulers, architectural planning, and infrastructure were hidden not merely by geography, but by intentional secrecy and limited communication. Civilization's mastery often included mastery of concealment itself. The consequences of hidden cities and rulers are profound. History becomes fragmented. Knowledge is incomplete. Patterns of human achievement are obscured, forcing future generations to rediscover, reinterpret, or reinvent. Societies are vulnerable not just to collapse, but to forgetting. The very act of hiding knowledge or power ensures that only fragments survive, often raising more questions than answers. Artifacts, inscriptions, and ruins become cryptic puzzles, testifying to the existence of entities lost to memory. Even in the modern era, these hidden cities and rulers challenge assumptions. Discovering a forgotten city or an erased dynasty can overturn long-held theories about trade, migration, and societal organization. They reveal that what we see in textbooks is only a partial truth, curated by those who survived, recorded, or had the authority to write history. What was hidden was often preserved intentionally to protect knowledge, secure power, or maintain societal order. But the effect is the same across millennia. Mystery, fascination, and the haunting realization that entire worlds once existed just beyond the reach of memory. In the end, forbidden cities and hidden rulers teach us a critical lesson. Human history is never fully accessible. What is recorded is only part of the story. What is erased, restricted, or forgotten may hold insights far more important than what survives. These secrets challenge our understanding of civilization, knowledge, and power, reminding us that much of the past has been intentionally concealed. To uncover it, one must look beyond the obvious, question established narratives, and seek what others preferred to hide. History whispers through these forbidden places, and those whispers are chillingly clear. The most important truths are not always meant to be found, and the most influential rulers may be those whose names never appear in chronicles. Civilization, in its deepest and darkest form, is as much about what is hidden as what is preserved. Subscribe to this channel for more. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a story lost to time.